Mongoose Jake here with what is going to be a very unusual way to earn an ace in a heavy. Here on Prokhorovka, and I'm in the captured King Tiger, which of course that's what the C designates, which is an American Tier 7 Premium Heavy, and it was available for anybody who is a Twitch Prime member, which I never had watched Twitch ever, but I found out that it is included if you are an Amazon Prime member, which I am. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, and you get Twitch Prime included with your Amazon Prime membership. So if you want this tank, that's one way to have it, is just simply by being somebody who pays for Amazon Prime. Now, in this battle, you're going to see I take a little bit different approach. Instead of going where the typical spot for a heavy tank, well, at least one of the typical spots, is where our P-43 turret is. I am not going to go there because if you look on the enemy team list, you've got 3 artillery. You got a GW Panther, an S-51, and an FB-304. So you got 2 heavier hitters and 1 fast firing. I don't really want to go over there because in my World of Tanks life, I get focused on by artillery every single game. I have shown many replays, so I don't really want to be over there. And when I have a chance to see a artillery this early, I am definitely going to try to kill him. First shot, not aimed, it missed. Second shot, kind of moving, bouncing around, and I clip his tracks. And here is a rule of thumb with any German gun. You need to aim it. I don't mean just flip your turret over in that general direction and snap off a shot. I mean, they are extremely accurate, but they need to be basically fully aimed. And with that FE-304, you've seen my shots not go exactly where the center of my aiming reticle was, but they just weren't aimed all the way. And like right here, that's showcasing. It can be 90% aimed, but I missed the Leo up there. And now here is the enemy King Tiger C, and I am just simply being the eyes of our team because we don't have a light tank going down the 1 or 2 line, which I wish we did. We don't have much of a push over on the hill, so I have to be careful. But I am actually running optics on this, and with the view range, if you look at my green circle, it's almost out to the full white, and that's showing that I have a very nice amount of vision here. And so I am actually spotting anybody who breaks cover over on the 2 line, and they're not playing it quite right because they're over too far to the center of the map. They could easily stay hidden from me if they would make sure they kept a good solid row of bush cover in between me and them, because I've been spotted multiple times and they know I'm here. So that's just simple silly mistakes that they're making. And while I'm trying to work in a little damage, like I said, this battle is going to be one of the craziest ways to earn an ace. And as you see, I keep racking up spotting damage just by basically poking the ridge far enough that my commander's cupola can be over, and it actually, or also another spotting point is the gun mantlet. As long as you can get that up. Now, and as you see, I am still trying to work in shots of opportunity, but if you can get that cupola or the gun mantlet to be exposed over the ridge line, you will actually have a chance to spot enemies. And I do believe that shot went in on the T-28 concept, but that's all I'm trying to do. If you're not damaging targets, you need to be spotting targets, and I don't care what you're in, or at least staying alive. To me, that's kind of 3 basics of World of Tanks. Either be dealing damage, spotting so your teammates can be dealing damage, or at least staying alive so that later you can do one of the previous 2 things. People make those simple mistakes. And no, I'm not providing extreme commentary here on this specific game because it comes down to I am going to do an insane amount of spotting in a heavy tank just by poking this middle ridge. This would be actually a fairly decent tier 6 or 7 light tank game. And as again, I'm not firing a single bit of premium. You just seen I went and picked, even though the cupola on the King Tiger is very small, I was able to fully aim and hit it. And finally, artillery is starting to clue in on me. This GW Panther, he ends up taking a big liking to me. He'd been working on my teammates over to the east, I do believe, up until this point. But now I will, for the rest of the game, become one of his main focuses. And now, I don't think there's much more work to be done here in the center. I haven't really been spotting a whole lot of people over to the east, or to the west, and I need to move that direction because we had a KV-2 back there. There's a platoon of them. I have a really good idea that they're both over there. And I'm trying to see if I can't get one of them to pop up. And I see our P-43 Tur is realizing, hey, this King Tiger, he's moved over this way. I will as well. And then here comes our Tiger 1. And by the way, the King Tiger C, it's a good tank. It's not a great, amazing tank. It's a good tank. I've had some very nice games with it. Terrible win rate to start out with. But that's not the tank's fault, nor my fault. It's a team game. It would be like blaming a good quarterback for a poor record in a season when the rest of the team around him's terrible. So I don't get hung up on the win rate too much. Everybody loves to win, though. But moving back to the battle here, I am actually going to act as the eyes for the team, because I know how to play this road properly in a light tank, so why not give it a try in a heavy? I'm going to notice that the KV-2 is spotted on the other portion of the road. He's not down this way. So all I do is keep these bushes on my left side, because he was over to the left. And with my optics and the better view range of the crew that I have in here, there we go. I take out the one shot. And I wasn't spotted until after I fired. And I take out the one shot, and I let my teammates pummel the other KB2, and there's that GW Panther. Like I said, he will focus on me. And so will the S-51 here in a bit. But even if you're heavy, if you've got the armor profile, which in Tier 7, the King Tiger's armor is actually quite good. Your lower plate's penetrable, and that's nothing you can do. That's a normal German tank problem. And of course the transmission's there, so it can result in engine damage, which I really wish Wargaming would separate engine and transmission. It'd be nice, because a hit to the transmission would yes, damage your drivetrain, but it wouldn't catch you on fire. Which thankfully they took care of that a couple of years ago by now. And now German tanks don't catch on fire every game. Used to be that if you got hit in the transmission, they counted it as an engine fire. But my point was, if you have the armor profile and you have decent view range, doesn't matter what tank you're in, you can act as a spotter. And this is a hilarious engagement against the 45 TP. Keep in mind, he already missed one shot. Now that I see that HTC is up on the hill, it's the T-28 concept. I gotta motor and get away from his firing range here. That poor 45 TP. He missed every shot he took at me. Got stunned, got hit. Basically the same way that I have. I actually thought the S-51 had been one of them that hit me, but no, it's just been the GW Panther. He really took a liking to me, and you're going to see that come up here very soon. But now we have the S-51, the GW Panther, that T-28 concept, and then one medium. I'm trying to proximity detect the medium there, as you see. The Thunderbolt. and get my teammates who are on the hill to shoot him. That's not quite happening, but the S-51's down. I'm gonna cruise around here. That was an auto-aim shot that I could see the reticle wasn't even on him. That was just a mistake by me. Let's see if I can't get him. Now I've got a sense this GW Panther somewhere here aiming at me. Yep. Now I'm stunned, but I get a little bit of revenge. And moving on to the results, you're gonna see it's an ace base with patrol duty, and I had a ton of spotting, which just goes to show you can do a lot of work in ways you don't expect with tanks you don't expect. But hope you enjoyed this. Small Goose Jake, thank you for watching, and till next time.